It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game. Yo, it's your boy kinda connect up busy now. I'm saying holla at your boy. Back again, breakaway tier 3 action sprint race, obviously, with the reverse grid. It's Bahrain International Circuit, 3.5 kilometers, with 15 turns. With the McLaren back in 2005 holding the lap record. So let's see how the guys do in this beautiful track in the beautiful evening. So as I said, it's a reverse grid in breakaway, tier 3. So the people at the top of the standings are starting at the bottom, and the guys at the bottom are starting at the top. So let's see as our drivers are putting in their setups. Let's see how they fare in this reverse grid. A lot has been said about Formula One actually adopting the reverse grid. Well, that was actually during the dominance era by the Mercedes. But yeah, let's see how these guys do. So we currently have 9 drivers on track. Tier 3 obviously has different rules in terms of attendance because it's an open lobby. There's no constructors championship, so drivers are not held down. There's no relegation obviously, so it's one of those chillas, relaxed tiers. But yeah, it's a gateway drag into breakaway. That's how you enter breakaway through tier 3. So let's see as they go racing, 5 lights and away they go. Let's see how Tendo fares at the starts. Everyone has a good start, no drive through penalties. They're just filing behind Tendo, since we have a good start. Someone trying to go on the inside, the Mercedes trying to take a whole lot of positions on the inside. I think that was Billy Hendricks. He did make them, didn't lose a wing. Luckily, made up 4 positions actually, which is pretty good. I'm seeing, it's just a styrofoam. Someone has spun. Sir Lancelot, aka Cubzino, has spun, which is unfortunate. I'm sure all drivers are starting on mediums. It is a sprint race after all. Mediums from start to finish. Sims doing hards. Sims RSA has opted to go on hards. Interesting choice. Not sure whether he knew it was a sprint race. But let's go back up to the front. Prince RSA is now leading the race. As you see, Billy Hendricks with 5 positions made. Sendo now in 3rd. Must have made a mistake. As we were still looking at Cubzinho, Deep Sense just joined. He's gonna join the main race now. As we see Billy Hendricks and chasing down Prince RSA. We have a yellow flag. That was Sims RSA on the hard. He spun. I'm really surprised at the tire strategy choice. That Tendo being overtaken by the whole lot of drivers. It defends. He attacked actually. He attacked the position because they're taking position from him. So let's see, going down the main straight, as you see the McLaren now, Thiago Maestro taking 2 positions from the 2 drivers in front as they were fighting. They try to get him back. They push it. Someone is off track. Sendo takes out Q-Money there. Guys, Tendo still in position, in 2nd position. Obviously, Thiago Maestro, the fastest guy in this tier, starting at the back. So he's trying to gain those positions to ensure that he wins the race and he gets pulled for the main race. Another yellow sector. It's a Ferrari of Prince RSA. He didn't break a wing. It's just fun in this. So the nice thing about this type of track is that there's a lot of runoff areas, so it's very kind to mistakes. As Tendo has also made a mistake. Now Zule is in front of him in the Haas. Thiago Maestro is in 2nd, chasing down Billy Hendricks. I'm not sure. I don't think Zole is gonna catch Thiago. He's on his bike now. He's gone. Tendo falling back. He spun. Tendo spins. He spun. Salbis Hongo within former tier 1 driver, of course. Battling out in tier 3. Obviously schedules. Prince. What happened? Prince decides to retire because he didn't crash. He's just thrown away some points because I'm sure there were going to be some DNFs. Hopefully, as the race goes on. So as you see, Zule is trying to keep in with Selby as Selby spins in turn 1. Resets. He loses 2 positions to Sims RSA and Q-Many. Q many people are killing and dying. Q many people. Q many people. As Sims leads Q many, obviously Selby made the mistake from P4. He's now in P6, which is gonna have to deal with Nkwali as he also almost loses a car in the traction zone while he's chasing him down. So this is currently the closest fights, and the fight behind them, which is Tendo and Sir Lancelot. So let's see how Sir Lancelot here DRS. He's just falling back. He's running a very high wing setup as Tendo goes wide. Hey! Boy. Tendo, control the car, Baba. Tendo. That's Tendo. That is just Tendo. Because Senator tried, he braked, tried to avoid him, but he still came to him. And he was moving, he was cutting across track, so unfortunately, Senator couldn't do anything to avoid him. So our pole sitter, obviously noting that it's reverse grid, is now down in P9, lost 8 position. The biggest gainers will be Billy Hendricks, who's being chased down by Thiago Maestro, who's I think is about to make the pass in the second DRS. As Billy Hendricks spins, mistake there, under pressure. Billy Hendricks spins from Thiago. Thiago is gonna run away with this now. So let's go to interval. So Zole is already 3 seconds behind Zole, who passed him 2 laps before. So let's see how Billy Hendricks does. Will be able to catch Zole now, and someone else spins. I think that's Q Money. Q Money. And then what did they all do to you now? Okay, so we're trying to chase the action. Q Money being overtaken by Sir Lancelot as they go up the hill side by side. And then Sir Lancelot says, "Thank you very much, I'll take the position from you." As Thiago Maestro posts the fastest lap at 1:31.8. That's my quality time. So that is my quality time. And Q Many trying to make the position back on Sir Lancelot. He has DRS, but he has no ERS. Out of ERS in lap 5. He needs to make better decisions in terms of preserving the ERS and saving ERS. So these are currently the 2 drivers that are running close to each other. That must have been Zole DNFs. Let's see where he DNF'd. I can't see from this thing's car, but he went all the way off track. If you look at the mini-map, he's all the way off track. Zole, after such good running in P2, trying to stick to Thiago, he's gonna cry for those points. Now this means this relegates him to the back of the field for the main race, which is unfortunate by Zole. It was a good opportunity for some good points and good positioning. Q-Man hits the wall. I didn't say he hit the wall, I said he hates the wall. Loses the front wing. He's a shark now. Driving the Mercedes with the shark. Billy Hendricks with another mistake. What is happening with Billy? Did he put on a wrong setup or what? Because he's struggling, he's losing positions. Kwali is now on the back of behind him. He's gonna have DRS. Kwali has DRS. Okay, you lose some momentum from this because he almost ran into the back of him, so he had to brake more than he usually would have to. Yeah, it's very far from him. Obviously, noting Billy Hendricks also doesn't have ERS, so Kwali should try and stick closer going uphill here. No, he's too far back. He's too far back. He won't be able to make the move. Okay, he keeps the position for now. Let's see if he makes another Kwali. Oh, he lost a front. He left the left end plate on the wheel, so he's gonna have a lot of trouble going around corners, especially the right hand corners, because the end plates usually affects the opposite direction in terms of turning. So if you're turning the opposite direction of where you lost the end plates, that's where you're gonna struggle the most. He's trying to get away of DRS. He's actually out of DRS now, going up the hill into sector 3. Let's see if Nkwali can make up the time, or as Thiago must of course another fastest lap. And now Nkwali is under pressure from Sir Lancelot. So now this is become a three-way fight for P4. With the dive bombs. So Lancelot says thank you very much. Is Kwali. Okay, it didn't hurt Kwali in terms of damage, but it hurt them in terms of the gap that's between them and Billy now. As they make up the time to Billy, so they still have the DRS going up. The second DRS mini straight is not that long, so they both have DRS. They're still a bit too far from Billy, who's struggling because of that wing. I mean, he decided to shave off the wing. So he was struggling with it too much. So he said, "Nope, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it." Selby DNFs. Selby has DNF, and Q-Man is running out without the. Selby crashed. He lost traction going. Selby. Aibo! And then what is happening? Kwali and Sir Lancelot. They got a penalty. So Sir Lancelot ran into the back of Billy Hendricks. I think Billy Hendricks might have had a miss. Oh, it's a safety car. The drivers didn't notice it's a safety car. Sorry, I'm only seeing now the map is blocked by the tablet, so I could not see. But the safety car conditions, I'm not sure if the drivers are listening to this. So Thiago pits, he's gone for softs. Since RSA stays out. Okay, this is gonna be the thing is, Sims RSA decided to use hard tires, and I don't know what Billy Hendricks is doing, picking up a penalty under the safety car. So they brought in the pits. They're gonna change wings, both of them. As you see, Billy Hendricks, the mechanics out the wing. Also saw Lancelot, mechanics out with the wing. He's serving his 5-second time penalty, the one he incurred by running into the back of Billy Hendricks, which is lucky for him, because they'll only have one lap of racing, and they won't even get punched up at this point. So the 5-second was gonna really hurt him. I did not know why Q-Man didn't go in for a wing. Decided to be shark-tailed without a wing in the 0-point Mercedes. Q-Man, your decision making, Baba. Too many people are killing and dying. Q-Money, I'm not sure what's the plan here. You had a good opportunity to pit, get a wing, take new fresh softs, they're just gonna mug you in the restart. You have no wing, you can't turn, you can only go in a straight line. Essentially, safety car is in this lap. So let's look at the leaders. As Q Money just reaches the queue, he'll have hot tires. Given that he was moving at a faster rate than these guys who've been stuck behind the safety car. And Thiago is gonna be marked by Sims RSA, my apologies, is gonna be marked by Thiago, given that he's on the soft tire and then Sims is on the hard. And I really don't understand the decision from Sims to start on the hard tire. Here as they go, he almost catches Thiago sleeping, but Thiago catches Kwali and Kumani and them sleeping because of a big gap of 5 tenths already. Ooh, is he gonna try and make the move going up the hill? Oh, Sims locks up his rear wheel. As I saw them locking out there. Okay, but he's just hey my dude, Jensen in the other tiers, tier 2 and tier 1. Can you see Jensen tier 3 are running ABS, or what are you doing there in the upper leagues, in the upper tiers? Yeah, ABS work, Baba. Just the F1 car like it's an F1 car. Money obviously without the wings is dropped to the back, which was always gonna happen, but he's just gonna stick with this fight here. So now I think Thiago will have to try and make a move in the start finish straight. Actually, Sims is actually doing quite a good job holding him back. But now it's gonna matter who has a better tire and who has a better setup in terms of straight line speed, as Thiago has a snap off on the oversteer there. No, Thiago will take him in the start finish straight. Look at the ERS from Sims. 71 healthy percentage is gonna be pumping that ERS. Thiago loses momentum with the slight loss of traction as he goes, he runs out of track to make the move. I've never noticed that if you're in ABS or if even the rear tires lock up. So it's interesting to note from this battle as he takes him. Let's see what happens as Sims tries to stick it out down in the inside. They touch. But I think Thiago, okay, I thought he was giving back the position, but he was ahead, so, and he had the corner, so let's see. Now the tire difference is gonna count in this last 2 sectors. Obviously the soft runner should be able to pull away. There's no ERS, remember, ERS being used is not catching up. Well, that is slam dunk for Thiago unless if he makes a mistake going up the hill. Just 3 more corners to go. 1 more corner to go. He's leaving since RSA for dead. We have Silas a lot in third, who has overtaken Kwali for that position. So Thiago Maestro starting from P8 in this race. Obviously is currently running P2 in the championship, wins the sprint race. And then we have Sims RSA, who finishes in P2. Then you have Sir Lancelot P3. Then we have Kwali P4. Then you have Q Money without the wing P5. He finishes ahead of his teammates. Both Mercedes decided to know, Baba, we are sharks today. We are not F1 cars. We're gonna be taking off these wings. So the Mercedes both finishing without wings. Hey Baba, they said no, we don't want wings. Wings are associated with Red Bull. We don't want that. We are sharks. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 3 sprint race. Noting that DNFers Prince RSA, Zole, and Salbi will be getting any points. Then you have the top A7 getting points, which is Thiago Maestro, Sims RSA, Sir Lancelot, Kwali, Kumani, Billy Hendricks, just Tendo, and then you have the DNFers, Selby Songo, Zole N, and Prince RSA. So after this, we're gonna be. It's time to play the game! It's time to play the game! So as they fine-tune their setups, if they're changing anything, but there's not that much change because we have Park Ferme on in this league. So you make your decision in the quali, you stick to that. So we're running F1 rules. Once you make the change, Baba, if you're running low wing for quali and you can't handle this on high fuel, then you're in trouble. So you set up the car for the race. You don't set up the car for a quali lap. You come to the track with 4-3 wings for quali, and then in the race you're going to 23-24 wings. You choose your wings, you stick to them. Only the fronts can be changed, obviously, because you can do that also in the real life. So the rear wing, the suspension, and all the other settings that are car specific. It's only the tires and the front wing that you can change. So let's see how these guys start. Hoping the Mercedes, the Shark boys, don't crash into each other. Okay, as the light's about to go out. Tires. Oh, some people have had a slow start. Thiago had a slower start. He's getting taken by Sims. Obviously, noting Thiago starting on the softs. Thiago starting on the hards. Yeah, Thiago is getting mugged. Thiago is getting absolutely mugged by these guys. So we have. Let's look at the position changes. So we have Sims obviously from P2 making the position up on Thiago. Then Billy Hendricks moving up 4 positions. And then we have Nkwali moving up a position. Thiago Maestro losing 3 positions. He's going to obviously try and make those back. Then we have Solo. Someone has spun. Billy Hendricks has his first spin of the race. I don't know how many spins he's trying to collect this race. But we'll try and keep a counter on that. So that means Thiago is now up in P3. There's a lot of action on the track right now. Thiago Maestro about to take Nkwali as it goes back into P2. Now he's about to chase Thiago Sims RSA, who is 3.5 seconds up the road in just 2 sectors as they're about to begin sector 3. As Nkwali spins, just as we move away from the action, Nkwali spins and Sir Lanzalos loses his front end plates, running into the back of cars that were slowed down from Nkwali there, which is unfortunate. That's unfortunate parts with the reset to track because you disturb cars that are on the racing line. But again, reclaring, you can't switch off that. You switch it off in settings, but drivers still able to reset to track. So yeah. So it's, lap 1, Sims RSA is still in the lead. He's actually putting a gap on Thiago Maestro, noting the car difference. Let's go back down to WWE Raw. Position 5 to 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10 running pretty close to each other, with Sir Lancelot opting to stay out because he's on the hard tire trying to go long. Zole spins. Does he have damage? No, he doesn't have damage, so that's good. Prince RSA still in a good running. Deep Saints, tier 3 legend Deep Saints. Then we have Kwali, also a veteran in tier 3. He still has his car intact, which is good for him. So the only person who's held position is Billy Hendricks. And he's held position because he spun in the first lap, because he gained a lot of positions in the first lap, and then he decided to spin later in the lap. But yeah, so only the middle pack running close to each other right now. The front 3, Billy Hendricks has started. There's no Q many his teammates. They started making the car a fin. Aibo! Q money, and then Q-Man, what Haibo? What was that? Haibo Q-Man. I hope it didn't damage that other car's rear diffuser, because the car would be virtually undrivable. So there's a there's a full safety car now because Q-Man has crashed. It was first a virtual safety car after he spun and broke the wing, but now it's a full safety car. Okay, with Zole, let me just put this clear out there. In terms of the restrictions for Tier 3, pit lane assist and pit assist, all the pit assist are on, but a driver can switch them off personally. So I think Zole is one of those drivers who switched the pit assist off. That's why he's getting a penalty. So that is not on us, that is on him. I don't know what Q-Money was doing there. I'm still as shocked as everyone with Haibo. He loses a wing, then he just drives into the back of someone. Or was it revenge? Was it that person who gave him who pushed him off track and broke his wing? It was really strange. So now this puts back Thiago within touching distance of Thiago. Or it puts back Sims within touching distance of Thiago. Now the unfortunate part is for Sims. Sims was trying to build up a gap before he had to pit, but now this safety car is going to bring Thiago Maestro very close to him. So that is strategy out the window. Or what he could do now is actually to pit and go on the hards. Oh yeah, he does pit. Now let's see what tire he might as well take the hards and try to push to the end, because he knows Thiago Maestro. Oh, he takes mediums, so he's planning on stopping again. Okay, let's see now if he can beat this train into the first corner. Will he beat them? No. A few. Oh, I think all of them are gonna get through. Yeah, he's gonna be behind the Ferrari. He actually didn't beat anyone. He's behind this whole train. So this is advantage Thiago right now. So because he can go long, he can go even longer, and then at the end, put on a set of softs, which means he'll be more faster than everyone on track, pumping those fastest laps and run away with the victory. So since it's a safety car, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our correspondence. As we know, tonight is Powerball night, so she has some people buying some Powerball tickets. Take it away, Sandro.
15.
Those are your lucky numbers. Can I tell you what? Do you know your chances of winning?
Slim to none.
Slim to none. You're right. Let me tell you, it's 1 out of 292 million. What do you think about that?
I knew it.
You knew it. Your numbers are lucky, though. Am I right?
I hope so.
Can I ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
Whoa, Tando, what did that man say? Did that man say if he won the Powerball tonight, he was gonna spend his winning on H's and cocaine? Okay, that's not a good reason to be playing the Powerball tonight. But we'll join you later, Tando, as you go around the country interviewing people for us, as we stay on track with the live action from Tier 3 BrakeAway. So, tire strategy. Only 2 people pitted. It's Sir Lancelot and Zole. Now, I'm hoping Zole is thinking about going to the end to do the ultimate strategy. And then Selby Songo, I think he spun or had an issue in the first lap, so he did pit for the softs. Oh, he's getting what you call this, the lap time. He's getting delta to stick to, because and then who spun now? Aibo Jens. Oh, since RSA is overtaking people. Okay, I was confused. I thought someone had spun. So drivers are obviously employing different tactics in terms of forming tires, speeding up, slowing down, swerving left, right, of which under safety car if you run into the back of the car in front, it's your fault. It's just your fault. So I think the safety car is going in here. Thiago Maestro, will he be able to bolt and leave them behind? Remembering, yes, just Tendo started in front in our sprint race, which was a reverse sprint. So we shall see. As you go up the hill into sector 3, the message is gonna pop up as you start sector 3. I'm hoping to say that the safety car is going in this lap. That's all they're doing behind the safety car. Now the AMG GTR, it's a very, very fast car, but you hear F1 cars or F1 drivers complaining about it being too slow. Now the driver is driving at the limit of what the car and the tires can do. So it shows you the difference in the machinery that the F1 cars are. And Tendo being next to Verstappen there, going side by side with the leader, which is not allowed. I think Thiago is gone with ERS on. Is full throttle already. He has left just Tendo behind. Billy Hendrick side by side. Let's look from Quali's position. Billy Hendrick takes just Tendo. Going to turn 1, just Tendo don't do it. Manages to hold that car, but Billy Hendrick says switcheroo, shibobo bab. A switcheroo is a shibobo, is a F1 shibobo. So the Qualsela would say Undwana son. So Nkwali now trying to take on just Tendo. Beautiful aerial shot there. Let's go to the cars behind. They're going outside of the track with Sims RSA taking Deep Saints on the outside. Let's go. Now Prince RSA is gonna try and take Deep Saints as well. Okay, let's go. 2 guys in front. Alonso overtakes, but the Alonso he almost loses the car. But Alonso was on the inside. Sims was on the outside. Okay, he's trying to get back into position now. He has just 2 more positions to make up, and will be behind Thiago Maestro. Unfortunately, he has a penalty. 5-second penalty. That was for the pit stop. Was it for the pit stop? I think it was for the pit stop. Went too fast. As I said, someone has spun. The Red Bull of Deep Saints has spun. Does he have a wing? Yes, he has a wing, which is good. Don't like seeing drivers lose wings. So there's more time in the pits as Sims takes just Tendo in the start finish straight. Obviously noting no DRS for now. Sims RSA is abusing the DRS, already on 40%, remembering that the previous lap was when the safety car went in. So he's already used more than half of his DRS on this lap, but he's made up a lot of positions, which is good for his race. But still, Thiago still in the box seats. He's gonna go longer, obviously. He's on the harder tire. So Sims will have to stop again because he's on mediums. I don't see him going the full 20 something laps on the mediums. It's possible, but we'll see if he has the cojones to do that. Rabiko asking what happened to Sims. Sims was on soft, so he decided to pit under the safety car. Now he's on medium tires. That's what happened to Sims. So he decided to pit from the race lead to take the medium tires, which was a questionable decision. I think he should have gone for hards and tried to stick it out in the front. Not stick it out from the front, but get on the hards, try and make up as much positions as you can, build a gap on the guys behind. Then if you need to at the end, you bolt on the softs, because I think that's what Thiago is going to be doing now. Is he sets another fastest lap. Just go to the guys behind. Oh, as they crash, Kwali spins. Selby Song runs into him. I'm not sure whom Kwali had contact with in the initial spin, but Selby Prince RSA has to stop because he lost the end plate. Kwali is still safe in terms of tires. Zole. So now, because of that crash, the guys are evenly spaced. Okay, so Lancelot trying to make the move on Justendo. Interesting pit strategy from Sir Lancelot to stop for softs. So obviously, he has to stop again as they go down the hill to the hairpin. Is gonna make the move on the outside stick? Yes, he does make the move stick. Or had to run outside the track. It gave the and then Sendo got DRS as he outbreaks himself and loses even more time. Oh, Billy again. Oh, Billy. What are you doing? So now this promotes Sims to P2 as he chases down Thiago. Billy, does he have damage? Let's change the camera side. Okay, he's not pitting, so I don't think he doesn't have damage. So I've proven in this tier, the Mercedes don't like wings. They don't want to be associated with Red Bull, so they do not want any wings. Because in the sprint race, both Mercedes finished the race without wings. They were sharks. Q-Mani lost his wing. And immediately after losing his wing, he runs into the back of another car and DNFs. So anything that's associated with wings, do not. I think Mercedes will take part in that. So as we join the guys at the back, Sobi Sogo had to stop again. Or did he stop again? No, he didn't. It was Prince who stopped. Selby has 2 stops. Oh, Selby is way behind. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong car. It's Prince RSA and Deep Saints who were actually following. Sims RSA takes a penalty, 3-second time penalty. As we go up to Zole and Justendo, another yellow flag is Billy Hendricks again. Hi, Billy Hendricks again. Billy just makes unprovoked mistakes. So if you're following Billy, just know Billy is actually keeping that position safe for you. He will give you the position later when he tries to do his Bolanyana spins. Hey Billy, what is wrong, Billy? I wish we could get you into the commentary so you can tell us what was happening. But his straight line speed is pretty strong. If he was able to keep the position even with DRS from Zole. I think we need to. I was complaining about this in terms of the names drivers name themselves within game. It's a good thing that our parents actually named us, because imagine. You have to name yourself. We find Abo in the past. We find Spizozo. We find Sir Lancelot, knighted, self-knighted Sir Lancelot. So it's a good thing that our parents name us, because there is some of the names. So I was just leading to the fact that I think drivers need to just send voice notes to say what are their gamer tags, what do their gamer tags mean, where do they come from, how do they create them, how do you pronounce them? Because I want to Zole, even Humane. Yeah, so Prince RSA as I was going on with the rambling is taken Deep Saints, the legend of Tier 3. Another legend of Tier 3 in Quali was unfortunate in the playoffs. playoffs we cut into one race as Billy Hendricks makes another mistake. I think, oh, it wasn't a mistake. My apologies, Billy. It was overtaken by Zole. Who will have DRS going up the straight? It will be Billy Hendricks. Will he be able to get? No, cuts him off there. Maintains the position, so he's gonna try and build a gap going into the next DRS zone, of which you can't shake him off. No, you can't shake him off. So Billy Hendricks will still have DRS going up the straight. Now, so important to note, Zole is on hards, and then Billy Hendricks is on mediums. Billy Hendricks is tires that he started with, while for Zole is tires that he put on. I think that was during the safety car period. So let's look at Tendo and Quali. Would Quali, our veteran, be able to take the newcomer just Tendo? Thiago with the fastest lap 132, of which the fastest lap is gonna be set at the end once they make their changes to the faster compound. Okay, so Lancelot's into the pits, changing to hards, he's going to the end. So Lancelot, where does he come out? He comes out right in front of Deep Saints. So Billy, okay, Billy. If Billy makes a mistake, Tendo and Quali will pass him, because even they said to track, we lose around 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds. So we'll see. Let's go, Quali. It's in Quali for Quali. Let's go in Quali. Quali and goes. Sambe baba. He has DRS for the straights, but he just can't seem to make a move on our boy just Tendo there. It's too far, I can't make that move. Oh, as I go up the hill, you can see the correction from Tendo with the controller flicking, turning. So he's losing a bit of time because of that. As Quali almost runs, I think they touched there. Losing momentum, 6/10 now. He was closer than that. He has more ERS, so he has more to play with. As Selby spun again, and former Tier 1 driver, of course, not having a good time out there. Let's see if Quali can take him. He goes to the outside, to the inside. My apologies. Makes a move. Can he make it stick? He runs to top of the curb and almost loses the car. Just Tendo says, thank you very much, I'll keep my position. Then we have Quali again. With DRS, we can't make the moves shorter DRS straights. So, as they go down the hill, go down to the first hairpin, almost a hairpin. Let's see how it goes for the two. Currently, the two drivers running the closest to each other. Go down the hairpin. Will Quali still have DRS? Let us see. Second, I think going through the detection when he did have DRS as he opens his wing. Let's look at the tires. Hot, medium, hot, medium, hot, medium, DNF. As we were saying, this is the closest fight right now. Quali trying to keep, tries to go on the inside there, but there was no space, no more track, there. Quali, this is your 10. This is your 10 match for now. Let's see if we can make that move. So just Tendo uses ERS on the traction to get that momentum going. Then it switches off, which is a good implementation of ERS. But can Quali make this move stick this lap? Let us see. Kwali. Ay, Kwali. Ay, Kwali. Come on, Kwali. Kwali. Come on, Kwali, please, man. As Zole retires, Zole DNFs. I'm trying to see where his car is. It's a full safety car. I'm trying to see where he actually DNF'd the car. Oh, it's coming out turn 4. Lost it and put it into the barriers. Okay, this is good for us. It means that it means it means it means the cars are gonna be bunched up. We'll see if there are any stops. So Selby's in the pit again. Sims drive. Sims. Come on, Sims. What was that? DT. Sims, you just wrecked your race now because this was getting you closer to Thiago Nkwali with all the experience in Flonisho. What are you doing? Nkwali, no. Nkwali. Oh man, a drive-through penalty just kills your race, man, because you are losing all those points. You're at the back essentially, especially if it's a full safety car. Because if it's a VSC, at least maybe if you were in the lead, you have the Somaliana gap behind the cars. So, but Gwali and Sims, this is Tiger. Going now, so safety car time again. So safety car again. They're gonna be going around. So I think it's a good time to cross over to our correspondent out in the field. My man is looking at kids who are buying firecrackers for Diwali, which is coming soon in South Africa. So let's see who Lungile, or Lungs as they call him, has found for us out there buying fireworks. Take it away, Lungile.
Here's like an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
Lungile. Did that boy just call you a weather boy? Kids of today. But yeah, as we join back the action tonight, it's fireworks here as well. People have, as the boy was buying fireworks, it's fireworks on this track as well. People getting DTs left, right, and center. 2 DNFs already. People losing their entire wheel. The car can't run on 3 wheels, obviously. Who's in the pit? Just Tendo decided to stop under safety car. He's going to the end. He doesn't have any damage. It's good for him. So I move silence alerts, and then under safety car, what are you doing? Nkulu. The only reaction I have to that, spinning under safety car. Nkosi yami. What are you doing, silence alert? I think the newly knighted king must take away that because you are not representing the motherland. as you should. Okay, now since wrecked his race, Quali has wrecked his race. DC is under safety car, but I do understand sometimes you are looking at other things, you're thinking strategy, you forget to pay attention to the delta. You go absent-minded. You see the timer going red in the top right, but your mind just chooses to ignore it. It's like the nose. I don't know if you know this fun fact, but your eyes always see your nose. It's just that your brain chooses to ignore it. Once you hear that fact, you start to notice your nose even more now. So yeah, that's what happens with the delta. You see it go, but your brain just decides to ignore it. So I think Sims for inquiry, they should go around this lap just to get even the smaller Nyana gap, because they are destined to go to the back right now. So let's see what happens to Sims in terms of the restart. Hey, this reminds me of the Bangobi incident that happened here. So Sims has a run on him, is on side by side, is in ooh, with another path there. As Billy takes a position first place as he disturbs Thiago. They go uphill. Thiago's in third place. Sims is in first place. Noting Sims is a DT. He's gonna lose all these positions. So Billy is just I don't know how to say this, but Billy is just place holding this position for now. Because knowing Billy is gonna do it a 360 Kusheshe 10 soon. But Billy, as Prince Arese goes off track and he comes back, he cuts back, which was really dangerous because he could have taken out someone there. So let's go back to the guys in front. Okay, Billy trying to catch Sims is going in this lap. I think Thiago is just biting his time at this moment, at this time. So, in terms of stops, I was just checking, has Thiago stopped? No, Thiago hasn't stopped. So Thiago has stopped. My apologies. Let me just go back to tires real quick. Tires. Oh yes, Thiago is on mediums. It just stop under the safety car. My apologies for missing that. We're still with our correspondence there, Lungile, being called the weather boy. But yeah, so they're all going to the end by the little thing. It's a Selby who I'm not sure. It's Selby running a pretty lonely race down there in P9. Okay, these guys are bunched up. Let's go back to them. Quite a healthy gap even between them. It's only Thiago Maestro is creeping up to the back of Billy Hendricks. He's only 4 tenths behind him now. DRS is gonna be switched on in the following lap, so he's gonna make this an easy move. Let's look at the chat. Don Rabico, you're saying you and the child podium again. I will see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Podium again. Podium Marcus more. Thiago Maestro about to make this position. Guali is actually running close now to Thiago Maestro, which is pretty impressive. But DT to be saved by him. Guali got finished. And Quali. Oh, Billy's warming tires on the straights, but I hope Sims and him know that they need to serve the DT now, unless they're getting disqualified. As Sims serves the DT, Quali serves the DT as DRS gets enabled. Billy already on 37% ERS. Thiago saving ERS as it does the switcheroo. Ooh, they touch and Billy spins. Unfortunate contact there. Okay, but for once it wasn't Billy's fault. It wasn't Billy spinning on his own. That's what I'm trying to say. Prince makes up a position. He's now running P2. Prince RSA ndabezitha. Deep Saints is being is chasing Sims RSA. And is it even chasing? Because we know the pace that Sims has, so he's just gonna leave him for dead at this point. But these are good points for Deep Saints. And actually Selby as well is now up in P7. If he can just catch up, or he's actually catching up. Not if he can just catch up, he's actually catching up to Deep Saints. As we see Prince RSA with some sort of different pace now. Please, how Prince come up, please. He's catching up to Prince, to Thiago Maestro. My apologies for that. He's gonna have DRS going down the main straight. Main straight, DRS. Ow. Prince, why isn't switching on DRS? I think he doesn't know that DRS is actually manual. Because there's no ERS or DRS assistant, so he needs to switch on the DRS manually. And he's not switching it on. Hey, can people who are race engineering for Prince tell him use the DRS, because he doesn't need to use the ERS. Save his battery, use the DRS to stick behind to Thiago at this point. He runs wide. He has a penalty already. I'm not sure if that zone actually gives up penalties. But yeah, Sims trying to make up time lost and overtake these guys for the podium. As it goes off track, just Tendo gives Sims something to think about. Sims, I think he needs to just hold position and take him on the main straight, so that he also has DRS, unless if he's slowing him up too much. Okay, he's keeping to the position. Just Tendo wants to keep that position really bad. He's using his ERS. Obviously, Sims with more ERS. And he's SDRS now this lap. As he switch S, he opens the rear wing. Hey, just Tendo, what setup are you running? Because people have been having trouble overtaking him. Even in quali earlier, I was having trouble overtaking just Tendo, even with the DRS on. So he's running the Monza spec setup. But Sims with the it's very impressive. It's impressive driving without ABS on. Because Sir Lancelot goes on the softs with 8 laps to go. Yeah, he'll make it to the end, but in the last lap he might be struggling a bit. But it's nice hearing the smallanyana sound as he almost lock up with DRS off, with ABS off. This is too slow. Since 5th gear there, man. Okay, no one is running close to anyone. As Thiago posts the fastest lap for 1:31.5. I think he can still even go. Can still go even faster. Or as Sims goes into the pits. Is Sims only pitting now? He's done 2 pits before. Oh, I think he's putting on softer tires. He's going for the softs. Oh, he wants the fastest lap as well. Will he be able to make up the positions he's lost? Because I think he could have. It seems this decision, I'm not understanding it, because he was easily going to catch up to the other guys and take those positions from them. Now he has more work to do on the soft compound tire, which will last about 4 laps before it's starts to give away. Interesting decision from Sims, but what's your bet? I think position 5. I think the best position for him for now is position 5, because if you look at Tendo, position 5 or 4, because Tendo is already 11 seconds behind P3 Billy Hendricks. So I do not agree with this decision by Sims. Hey Sims, Baba. Just to give you the dictionary for strategies, because there was not it. Because you had stopped twice before on. Oh, Thiago, 5 seconds. Okay, now I'd like to explain again. The pit assist are on for tier 3. It's the drivers who actually have them off themselves, because there are pit restrictions from the lobby, which I set up, and then the person has their own assists or assist that would like to be running or not running. So this is on the drivers. If it is off and you get a penalty, we unfortunately have to apply the penalty, because that is on you. But I think Thiago knows he has the pace. He can build up that 5-second time. I don't think he can build up it. Sorry, excuse me. 13 seconds to Tendo. Okay, let's see to the leader. So he is 16 seconds from the lead, and he has to overtake the leader and do a 2-second gap. Weibo, not saying for. Thiago, I do not understand this decision. Wait, was I reading it bad? Oh, I was looking at Selby. My apologies for that. Oh, he's only 14 seconds from the leader. Why am I only 16 seconds from the leader? My apologies. I was looking at the wrong driver. I don't know why. It's a piece of I'm still in Lunapa. I have like 6 years left until I reach 30, so I don't know what you're talking about. I've been talking. Sorry, sorry. I'm seeing the chat now. I've been talking to myself. I had to mute because I was having hiccups, so I had to drink a cup of water. I've been talking to myself this whole time. But yeah, I'm just surprised at just Tendo staying out on the hards. I was saying that Thiago is gonna regret the 5 second penalty because Sims is right behind him, and Sims has a 3 second time penalty. My apologies, it's the hiccups. They almost killed me. I'm a spoken now. I've come back from the dead to commentate on BrakeAway, Bahrain GP Tier 3 race. There was a sprint race, now it's a main race. Third safety car. Is it a third safety car? I think it is. It's a second or third safety car. There's been so many. I'm 5 years closer to reaching 30 now. When this race started, I was 6 years closer to reaching 30. But it's dragged on for so how Thiago goes into the pin time. Thiago, why? Thiago, what was that? Thiago, why? No, guy, who someone needs to race engineer for Thiago. Because that decision, Thiago, you have the pace, but your decision making, Thiago, no. No, Thiago, Thiago. Thiago said, no, I don't want to win this race. No. Gonna be under investigation. If I win this race, I won the last race, I'm gonna investigate me. So I need to come behind. P5. I can't do more than P5. I need to be P5. So Thiago Meso said, no, today I'm gonna be Arsenal and Dortmund combined. Said I'm gonna bottle it. If someone has experience with business plans or any sort of business in terms of pitching ideas, please do let us know. BrakeAway, Thiago Maestro has a proposition for Coca-Cola and SAB and AB InBev to be their bottler because he seems to be good at bottling. So if you do know or have any knowledge of business plans and proposals, just get in touch with us. We have a premium bottler in this league, so he needs to be put into contact with the right people so he can be their official bottler. So yeah, so after this race, go to the Discord, tell us how you can help our boy Thiago fulfill his dreams of being a professional bottler, and then we'll put someone into the right position. Okay, so safety car going in. Now let's see how Tendo does. Is he bolting? He's trying to bolt, but the car is not giving him because the safety car is still on the track. As he bolts now, there was almost an accident there. Sir Lancelot, I don't know what happens to Sir Lancelot. No, I think just Tendo, maybe he's not used to leading after a safety car, because I could see that his foot was on the metal. It was on the floor, but the car was cutting the power, as it usually does if the car is still on the safety car is still on the track. So Sims makes a move on just Tendo. Was Tendo just giving him the position there, or what? Or he was just low on the corner? Let's see. He was just low on the corner. So Billy Hendricks goes on the inside, makes a move stick. Now Prince wants in on the action as well. Prince will be able as Prince runs into the back of Tendo. He didn't lose a wing, luckily, so he'll still be able to make this move. So Rowan said they understand Thiago. No, if he was trying to remove the 5 second time penalty, it doesn't make sense. because he's behind the guys that he was trying to get the 5-second penalty removed from, and he doesn't have enough laps to actually gain all those positions back. So I really don't understand that move, because if he was in front, he was gonna try and build up that gap. He has 5-second penalty. The guys behind him, Sims, Billy Hendricks, and Prince have penalties as well. So for him, he just needs to build a 2-second gap, and he keeps the win. So I'm not understanding the issue of pitting. Just remove a 5-second time penalty from the lead. But he'll tell us in Discord. Can people just ask him before he submits a proposal for bottling? Hey, could this be a genius move from Thiago? Because he's making up the positions, and now, as Rowan puts it, he is 7 seconds from the lead. So he has net P. So he is above. He's actually above Billy. He's gonna be close to finishing above Billy Hendricks. This math now. It's not maths, it's math. But I will see. Penultimate lap. Sims leading this race. Thiago takes just Tendo. Oh, he makes up a couple of positions actually. Just Tendo and Deep Saints takes a position. Nkwali also gets taken by Hi Nkwali. Hi Nkwali. Hi Nkwali. Yeah, but I think Thiago will finish in P2. The final lap right now, Billy Hendricks has a 3-second time penalty, of which it should be safe from Thiago. And then it's Billy who has the issue with the 6-second time penalty, so that will definitely relegate him to being behind Thiago. Yeah, so yes, Thiago will finish in P2. A master stroke, but I still think he would have been able to build a 2-second gap to these guys behind. So Prince in P3 is gonna lose his position to Thiago because of the penalty, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's run it here. Thiago 1 second behind. Sims has this in the bag as it goes to the second last corner. Okay, now we're going to stand in the in the start finish straight to see the timings. So Sims RSA goes through the last corner, and he is your race winner for Tier 3 Bahrain GP. Now Billy with 6-second time penalty is obviously going to be behind Thiago, and he's going to be behind Prince. So Prince gets P3, Thiago gets P2, Billy Hendricks gets P4, Deep Saints P5, Nkwali P6. Just Tendo held on there to Nkwali had those 2 penalties. My apologies. So that relegates him to P7 with just Tendo P6, and then P8 still lands a lot. No, but guys, in the chat, I'm questioning Thiago's thinking. He could have easily built up the 2-second gap, because Sims was gonna be in traffic behind him. So getting through the traffic was gonna cost him time. He would have, by the first sector, I think he would have made up at least a second or even 1.5 seconds because of the traffic and the fighting. Because remember, just Tendo was gonna be holding the field behind, and then he was going to be holding Sims with him. So I think Thiago lost the victory there. But yeah, don't know. It's easier to speak when you're on the outside, when you're within the cockpit and under that helmet. The thinking is a bit different, but yeah, exactly my point. Definitely true. That Sims would have just built. Thiago would have been able to build that gap because there was Tendo behind, and there were also other drivers, as you saw in the first corner, who were going to fight for the position. He was just going to have to bolt in the final corner and make sure he has a good enough gap and catch the guy sleeping. So results. Let's look at the race results. Hey, how do you do that? Okay, so race results. We have Sims in P1 after starting P2. Then we have Thiago Maestro. Then we have Prince RSA, Billy Hendricks, Deep Saints, Justendo, Nkwali, Sir Lancelot, and then the rest of the guys DNF'd. But in terms of the full weekend, we have the most points is Sims RSA, P2 Thiago Maestro, Billy Hendricks in P3, Prince in P4, and I'm sure we saw the rest of the grid. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Khan Connors at the Bees, and I'm saying, signing out. It was good to have you. We'll see you again tomorrow for Tier 2 Bahrain GP. You'll be hosted by Umfana Ozotelai, Umfana Waseshawe, James Waseshawe, Zoltile Domini will be taking you through Tier 2 race tomorrow at 8 o'clock, sprint race as well. So thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow.